Okay, so a lot of the people they're now already talking about how Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's marriage will come to an end. What they do not know is the actual reason, the main reason why this couple will eventually split. I mean, we hope they don't. I personally don't hope or wish anything bad for them, but the way things are going, and if you take a look at all the statements that Prince Harry is making right now, you will find that it is telling that perhaps this couple and their marriage is heading towards a very very dangerous and a disastrous path. How that is going to happen in this video, I want to talk about that. But before I do, I want you to consider subscribing because we talk about Meghan and Harry. By the way, this is Manhattan in US, New York. The picture that you see behind me is a beautiful picture, beautiful footage. So I decided to share with you because I hope that you'll find this amusing. You can watch the video and also take a look at Manhattan. I believe this is Manhattan, if I'm not mistaken, with all the McDonald's and whatnot. So this is how this will end. A lot of people have said a few things, and I want to mention you one thing, which is very very important. Are you ready? So Prince Harry mentioned. Now this is how it all started. Prince Harry, he mentioned couple of times, not just once but twice. Means he knew exactly what he was talking about. This is why I'm saying he did say it twice. So twice he mentioned that his father cut him off from any financial help. He has, Prince Harry, no idea about how accounting works. Prince Charles, on the other hand, he knows. And this is why, on both occasions, when Prince Harry presented to the world that, look, I'm in big trouble, my father has decided to kick me out, not giving me any help. If you take a look at the Crown Papers, Prince Charles actually paid him $2 million after he stepped down from the royal duties. Number two, very very interesting, very very important point, and this is how it all played out, and I'll tell you exactly why the marriage will fail. Number one reason, Prince Charles paid around $2 million crown papers. If you go to the court documents, if you take a look at those documents, you will see that this is exactly the case. So Prince Charles is right, Prince Harry having no idea is wrong. Number three, Prince Harry with no experience with money and did not know how it works, who pays who, how much, how you balance an accounting book. Prince Harry has no idea, simply because of the fact that he actually lived a life of luxury, opulence, you name it. He has everything. As you can see, the guy is asking for money and he's making a lot of money. So Prince Harry was like this. He never had to put his hand on any work. He never had any work experience. So Prince Harry, now coming to California, Montecito, trying to figure out how to make a living, is finding it very very hard because his past, in his life, in the past life, he never had to do or never had to think about how to make money. Number four, the most normal royal, he said, Prince Harry. Again, look at the maturity. I want you to really understand Prince Harry's maturity. It's very very important. He said himself, he called himself the most normal royal, quote unquote. The reason for that is because he said, I work in the military, I have real life experience. I mean, can you imagine? You know how to carry a rifle and you know everything about life. This is Prince Harry for you. He has really no idea. Looks like, I mean, it all makes sense when we talk about his decision of marrying Meghan Markle. This fellow, unfortunately, Prince Harry, never had any experience, and he keeps talking like a little boy. Number five, if you take a look at their legal battle, I mentioned in my previous videos, they fought 5 legal battles in last 4 years, last 3 years, and they are fighting even more now. Samantha Markle is also going to the court. In other words, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, they're paying a lot of money for this litigation. They have become litigious. They have become so obsessed with suing people, with fighting with the press, fighting with this guy, fighting with that guy, that they're actually ending up spending a lot of money, and this is not good because that way you will be spending a lot more than what you can actually win. And this is number five. Number 6 point, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, they have to pay Spotify back that $20 million. If you remember, they took in advance for Spotify. Now they're not creating any content to make things worse. We know that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, they spoke out against Joe Rogan's podcast. Remember that? So Prince Harry, Meghan Markle. Now I believe Spotify appointed a sponsor or assistant or producer, something like that, to help them out in creating those contents. But keeping them for Spotify is becoming very, very expensive. On top of that, Spotify doesn't know whether Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, whatever they have to say, whatever content they create will actually work. So this is there's going to be a big question mark over that. Number 7, Harry and Meghan, they have become celebrities. And this is how Meghan carried herself without knowing that these are all, dream and honeymoon phase she was going through. She, became overnight part of the British monarch, thought that this will bring her money, fame, everything. Little she knew that she became a celebrity, and she promoted herself that way. She went to different events, different functions, gatherings, national holidays and whatnot. She participated in everything pretty much. And the way she presented herself, I mentioned this story in my other video, where people paid more than $200 and they thought we're going to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's fundraiser. They ended up not even seeing them. Forget about shaking hands and giving a hug. They were so disappointed. They said, I paid more than $200 for the ticket to go and see Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. We never even saw them. So the point here is that Meghan Markle is positioning herself, or has positioned herself, to be a celebrity, some kind of big shot. When in reality, a lot of people, they don't think them that way, but they have positioned themselves to be big celebrities. And to maintain a lifestyle like that, it takes a lot of money. Once you become famous, once you pretend that you have become a celebrity, then you cannot back away from it. You have to continue spending. You have to continue impress your fan, and tell them, hey, I'm living a very high life, and I'm living my dream life. I'm wearing new expensive clothes and whatnot. So those things will eventually catch up with Meghan Markle, and she will end up spending even more. Prince Harry will end up spending more. They will have to. They have really no other choice, and end up, maybe become as people who would take a lot of loan, from banks and whatnot, borrow money to maintain lifestyle. Who knows, swindle. What they call Tinder swindler. But this is something amazing how they position themselves. So going back to my original point, the reason this marriage will fall, and this is the reason. If you're ready, so I was doing some research, and this is my past research. I'm in this for a long time. One day I was doing my research to find out why a marriage fails, and I found most of the experts, they mentioned the number one reason marriages fail, is because of financial trouble. A couple who are not well off, couple who are not making continuous money, couple who buys expensive, luxurious, clothing and cars and house, more than they can afford, they end up split from each other. And this is not something I'm saying. Don't take my word for that. You can do your own research, and you will find that finance, money, how you spend it, if there is a disagreement, I'm pretty sure there is going to be some disagreement between Meghan Markle and Prince Harry in terms of how they spend their money. Once that disagreement start to creep in the relationship, then you pretty much disagree with your partner in everything. I mean, it's not anymore about the money. It's pretty much about everything. Your daily decisions that you make, your partner find it very hard to agree with you, because you form a habit. So your reflex reaction would be no. Everything they do, your reaction would, no, don't do this, don't do this. They say yes, they say no. But if they do realize, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, sooner than later, that they need to kind of tone down live a very normal life, down to the earth life, then I think they can still save the marriage. But looks like uh, the way Meghan Markle is behaving, it is not going to change, given the fact that Prince Harry has no real life experience. As I mentioned in the beginning, it will be very, very hard for the couple to stay together and living in that situation without any help. Subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.